I'm just deciding to make a video on Planet Crafter because I played a little bit before, but I mean, I just want to share my gameplay with you guys a little bit. And it's a lot like Subnautica, but it's more just in space, which I quite like. For some reason, this is not working now. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I played this here as my first try. But I'm gonna make a new game now. I don't know what the name is. Why not? Planet? Oh, there's only one planet. Okay. Game mode, standard. Don't need to mess with no creations. What's this? Landing site. Ooh. Let's just go with the standard drop. That's okay. Let's hit create and load.
Emergency. Correct your trajectory. Imminent impact. Imminent impact.
So I'm not the greatest at these kinds of games. Your mission is to advance the terraformation and process of this world. You'll need to generate O2, heat, and pressure. Okay, so I gotta make a blue atmosphere. So like, it's just the basics. Like, I need cobalt. Cobalt, I do believe, is for oxygen tanks. I could be mistaken. Iron, ice. Yeah, because I need ice so I can make water. I have a little bit of material here. But let's just see what I can make here now. I need a little bit of magnesium so I can make my oxygen tank. Magnesium is pretty simple to spot. It's just like this here. There's lots of materials right now. But later on, like, ice becomes hard to get. And stuff like that, right? So let's just go with oxygen tank. And I'll come back as soon as I get my few upgrades I need. Alright, so I have the few upgrades that I've needed. I can see here I got my oxygen tank, backpack, construction, deconstruction, normal stuff. And I know from my last run I built my base down here, which was a bad idea, because the water eventually rose up and it flooded me out. So this time I am going to build up here, just more out of the way. I just need to make like a living compartment door, which I should have the materials for, I hope. Let's just hope I got those. So yeah, I want to build up this way a little ways. I don't have many things of access up here, but I mean, it's not bad, you know? It's just like a little starter base here, so we'll drop down a living compartment. Like so, and a compartment door, just so I can get my oxygen up. And next I have to build like a wind turbine, so like I'll pop one here. And then I gotta build a drill, so it's titanium. Oh look, little chest, we can find these through it, and a little chip, I need that. So now I can just build a little tier 1 drill, and you can see up in the top, my terraformation index, the TI is going up, right? So now, that means as I get more and more into it, the world around me will change. By rights, I don't want to have my base over here, but it's just to start me off, because from here to over there is a bit of a trek. I don't mind coming up along here, it's not a big deal. But this is just to start off so I can get close to this ship up here and get a few more materials. So, I'm going to get my materials to make a tier 1 heater and my veggie tube, and then I'll be right back. So, I'm in the middle of moving my base over that way, like I was saying, because I just don't like this spot. And there's currently an asteroid storm. So, these happen randomly, or when you launch something in the future, they can happen. But a lot of these come down. I gotta be really careful, because if they hit me, it does do damage. Obviously, I mean, if you get hit with an asteroid, it's gonna hurt. But, yeah, so these here happen randomly throughout. Sometimes they're worse, but this is just the first one. I think they're meant to happen. So you can see in the distance, right above my cursor here, that's where I'm planning on building my base, because this spot is just not great. Well, I mean, there's the ship, but I mean, I'll get in there eventually. That was close. I don't like that. There's also a ship over that way that I remember, So like these here, look, they drop like cobalt, titanium, stuff like that, like little basic minerals. They drop all sorts of stuff. But I just figured I'd show you guys that one because they happen quite often. Alright, I'll be back as soon as my base is moved. Okay, so I got the base moved over here now. My few little wind turbines, drill, heater, my veggie tube, and I got a couple storage containers here. So I can start moving some things from the main dropship over. The reason why I like this place is because it's so flat over here. And eventually the water, like we get to the point where there's water and plants and everything else, and it starts filling all of this up to about here. Which makes it a big issue if you're living down there. So if anyone decides to play this game, I suggest moving out of there and just living up around here somewhere because it's nice and flat. You got access to the ship. There's an aluminum field, stuff like that. But so yeah, I gotta make a tier 2 craft station. So I need iron and silicone, which I do believe I have right here and here. But every time I play something, it uses up some of my power. Right, so like here I can exoskeleton means I can increase my equipment capacity because right now all I got is my oxygen tank, backpack, microchip, and another microchip, but I have another microchip here to equip. It's the flashlight. So I'm gonna gather a few materials to make my tier 2 backpack, my tier 2 oxygen tank, and I'm gonna make my exoskeleton, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so I've gotten my upgrades. I now have a tier 2 backpack, which increased my inventory size here. My oxygen tank, meaning I can go outside and use more oxygen as I'm out here, bigger tank. So I used to have, I think it was 145, and now I'm at 200, which is nice. Exoskeleton means I can get 4 more slots, which means I can put my flashlight on. So next is telling me to make like a terraformation screen and blueprints and all this stuff, right? So I'm thinking that screens for the blueprints will be better right now because I can just go, iron, and I think it's a silicone. Yeah, 1 piece of silicone. So like there's lots of material up here, which isn't bad, but once I get like the base going, I plan on expanding right out here. Also, I apologize if you can hear my keyboard. It's not the greatest, but I mean, I have a new one coming at some point. But yeah, so here we go. This is silicone, right? So now I should be able to make my unlock screen, which I have 1 blue chip already I found from a blue crate. And so every time I get a blue chip, I can put it into here and it gives me a random upgrade. A random little crafting recipe it gives me, right? So I'll go with my, go with this. I don't have a table right yet, so I'll just lay it here for now. But that's a little blueprint microchip, right? So I just take this, open it up, decode a blueprint. Oh, tier 1 agility boots. Aluminum and fabric. Okay, so I don't have any fabric yet, but I know where to get it. But that's something it takes a little bit of time for me to get. So right now I'm probably going to expand this base a little bit to a few more sections, like 1 here. Right now it's a 1. I might just make it another 3 squares out here, so I get a little bit more room inside for organization and whatnot. So as soon as I get that built, I'm going to hop right back. Okay, so I've done a little bit here. I've added these like I said I was going to, but I put another door on the back. Right, so this is all I had before, but to organize a little bit. My crafting station over here, my veggie tube. I got a couple more screens, so you know my unlock screen, obviously. As I do better my terraforming and my oxygen, heat, pressure, etc., I can get better stuff like a tier 2 veggie tube, or the progress screen, which just shows me how far along I am in the stage of terraforming. I got my energy screen, so I can see what uses what energy, how much I have available, and how much I'm producing. So right now I'm borderline low, but that's okay. This here is just my terraformation screen. I can just look at it and be like, oh, well, I'm getting 0.15 ppq/s, right, per second. So that's like parts per quadrillion or something, or quintillion. And the heat, I'm not 100% sure on what those symbols mean, but I do know that it's not very much at all because I'm just starting out. But I'm going to continue now, I think. Get a few more drills up and going. I'm going to get some more wind turbines because they're a necessity. Heater, I had to find an iridium, which I found inside of a blue crate, right? So I'm going to search around for a few more blue crates out here, I think. And I have to hit back to the main little dropship I was in so I can get some of that space food. because as you can see, I'm getting low on food, and I'm having to craft water, which just takes 1 ice, which for now is easy to get because it's just everywhere. So once I have everything moved over, I will pop back. Okay, so I got a little bit done here. I added another veggie tube, right? That just gives me my oxygen into the planet. I added a second heater just because right now everything is really low. I 2 more wind turbines and a couple more drills, just to keep this operation up and going smooth. I don't know exactly what I want to do next here, so I'm gonna go to my unlocked menu. No, wrong one. Living compartment window. I don't really use them unless I'm going for like the aesthetic. I like it being more open. Oh, okay. I just hit 1,000, so I got solar panels, which will just make it. It's a more reliable kind of energy source than these. So if I go in here, turbine gives me 1.2, but these gives me 6.5, which is really nice. So I think I might try to plant, I don't know, maybe 4 on the roof of my building right now. So I just need to get 8 cobalt. I already got 2. So I'm gonna get the rest of the cobalt, like 3. Like, it's easy to get materials around here. So once I have it available, oh look, VeggieTube, cool. So once I have all the materials I need for these solar panels, I'm gonna place them all, and I will be back then. Okay, so I have the materials here to build my 4 solar panels, which will give me a lot more energy, allowing me to make more heaters, drills, blah blah blah, so I can accelerate my terraform index. But I just built these stairs so I can get up top because it's a bit annoying. I don't like how they do this. I wish they'd all just merge, but there's a bigger area I can make after. So I'm going to place these solar panels. I'm going to make like a solar array right here. Why would you turn on me like that? That's kind of rude. So let's place another one here. And let's place one more right there. So they're not perfectly even. That's about as good as I'm going to get. I'm going to leave these stairs here for now because I will be adding more. But now I have like 26.3 kilowatts available. So like 26 is coming from the solar panels alone. My wind turbines are only giving me 6, and I have more of those. It's a very, very big difference in all of that. So like, I would also unlock the tier 2 veggie tubes. So I might make a couple of those and replace my tier 1s. Because you can find flowers and stuff to put in it, which gives you a multiplier of what the amount of O2 is putting out. So this one here is putting out like 0.15 a second, but this one puts out 1.2, which is really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab 2 iron. I'm gonna make a couple of these. 2 iron, a couple, 4 ice. I'll do the math. That's fine. That's no big deal. And yeah, so let's get these built. Okay, so I destroyed these 2, but I have all the materials to make my new ones. These are just Lerma seeds. They're basic, the most basic one you can get. So let's place one of the new ones here and there. Put these in. Now you see they're 1.2 parts per quadrillion. But that's going to make my oxygen go up much faster, you see. So, apologies. As we're going now, I want to build a few more things just so I can get some more stuff unlocked. So like right now, I want to get the progress screen, which would be really nice. Means I need more heaters. I don't really care too much about the indoor ladder, but the tier 2 heater would be nice. The tier 2 drill would be nice, so I gotta place more drills to get that. The backpack would be very, very nice, but that's just something to work towards. What's that sound? Oh, another meteor strike. There's a few of those going on. Yeah, so I got 24.5 kilowatts available. I need more heaters, but I do not have iridium. Maybe it'll drop some from these. I don't care if I get hit. Let's just go on in and see if I can find iridium. I do believe there are crate spawns over here, a few of them. I'm not exactly sure where, or if it's randomized or what. But let's find out. So, ooh, that one was close. Let's see if this thing dropped any iridium for us. Iridium is very nice to get. eventually when I get a bigger project in the future, there will, I won't have to worry about too much about iridium. So there's a little crate here. If it has iridium, I'd like to have it. It does not. Space food and aluminum is nice. Eventually, I'll take all of it. I just don't want to fill up too quick, you know? It's like, aha, there it is. So I get the golden seed. That's the best one. Let's just take all of this. So the iridium rod, I can't do much with right now. Ooh, super alloys. Those are amazing to have. I'm just gonna take all of this, deconstruct it, and get back to base. Maybe we'll search through the ship, which I'll let you guys watch all of that, instead of me just searching and be like, oh, this is what I found. I'm gonna actually show you guys me going through the ship, because it is something nice to see. My oxygen level is really low. Let's hope I can get back, please. I don't remember if it's an instant death. I do believe I just started losing health, but it's rapidly. So yeah, I'm about to run out of oxygen. Okay, I'm good. Put away the food. Let's sort this inventory a bit. The golden seed. So that's a 600% multiplier, right? So I take this out, pop that in, and now it's putting out 7.2 parts per quadrillion instead of 1.2, right? Which is very, very nice. Oh my god, the oxygen is skyrocketing. That is amazing. So now I can build another one for that. You know what? I'm just gonna place this right here. I don't know what they're used for. I really don't, but they're cool to have. Right, so now let's just sort this out again, because my inventory is all out of whack. Pop all this in. Indoor ladders learned. I'll take a water bottle, oxygen, and space food. Actually, I'm going to eat space food and water now. Before I go anywhere, tier 3 backpack, please. 2 aluminum and titanium and silicone. 2 aluminum, titanium, silicone. Dang, I had all that there. Cool. So now it's a tier 3 backpack. I got a lot more space for when I travel. On my way over here, I'm also going to stop and grab a few materials. So as soon as I get that little base built, we're just about ready to explore that shipwreck. Okay, so I got over here, built myself this little shack just for the oxygen level, and as I was walking here, I unlocked the tier 2 heater, which is a bit more expensive than the tier 1, which is understandable, but it just requires an aluminum, titanium, and an extra piece of iridium on top of the basic materials. So I'm going to bring you inside this ship now. I have my flashlight built, and that is equipped. So let's see what we can find in here. I don't quite remember. Ooh, crate. Okay, Pestera seeds, some fabric, water, food, iridium, and the eggplant seeds. So yeah, I can grow my own food. Get rid of that. That's just in my way. Food, and more fabric. That's the chest I just searched. Get rid of that. Yeah, so breaking this every time gives me a little piece of iron. Oh, awesome. I can just dismantle that and it gives me all the pieces for a tier 2 heater. That is awesome. Let's sort this out a little bit. So I need oxygen. Oh, microchip. And another microchip. That's really good. So a lot of this iron I don't need. Use my oxygen tank though. I need the aluminum and the fabric. And the aluminum, food, and fabric. Okay, I can't take that, so I'll drop in my piece of silicone. I'm not too worried about it. Titanium I don't need. Sort this out a bit more so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, I have 3 pieces of iridium. If I scrap one of my old heaters, they're not old, they're basically brand new, but, oh, chip, food, water. I'll take the food and water now. I want that aluminum so bad. I don't need that, I need that. Oh, that's another chip. Okay, okay, okay. I don't need the food right now. I want these chips because the more I unlock, the better stuff I can have for getting around. I can open this up. That's just spacesuits. I'm not overly worried about those. 150. Yeah, so these are better than those. I gotta get back out before I start to suffocate here. I'd say I'm gonna drop this off and have to make another trip back here. So once I get back, I'm gonna start looting everything, get back to the base, and I'll show you what I got out of this haul. Okay, so I went back, I got my few things out of there. I left like maybe a couple pieces of iron or something. But I got a lot more food and a few more flowers here. I got lots of iron. This stuff, I got all of this, so like the aluminum, the fabric, the iridium, which is what I really wanted here. And my 4 chips, which I will decode now with you guys. So let's see what I can get here. Tier 1 mining speed, okay. Tier 2 mining speed. Tier 2 agility boots. And a compass microchip. So I kind of want to make those agility boots, because it just increased my movement speed. 30% would be amazing, but I don't have that many super alloys. So I need 2 aluminum, 2 fabric, which I have now. Another piece of aluminum. So this is my sprinting speed. If I make the agility boots, I have to equip them. Oh yeah, that's fast. That's a lot faster. And I'm also going to replace my Lerma seed here with my Pestra speed, or seed, my apologies. And I'm also going to eliminate these. Aluminum and titanium, I do believe. Do I have titanium here? Yeah, I do. Okay. So now I can make myself this tier 2 heater, which my heaters have to move now because they're really big. That's 1 tier 2 heater. Yeah, they take up 3.5 kilowatts each. And now I have to get my iridium, titanium, aluminum, the basics. So I need 2 more iridium. And I need to get aluminum and titanium. I know I have aluminum. I have to grab 1 piece of titanium, which should just be around. Oh, there it is. There's lots here. I need some water. It's all at home. That's okay. I'll grab some when I get back. It's not urgent. So now I'm gonna run up here and let's make another heater. There we go. And now my heat is generating drastically faster. So my heat, oh shoot, once I hit 2, I'll be able to get my progress screen. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. There's so many different phases that this place goes through to be able to actually progress. Because like right now I'm just trying to get that blue sky, right? So in order to get the blue sky, it's 175,000 Ti. Okay. Right now I'm at KTI, so I don't know if it gets bigger than that or 25 KTI. Yeah, so it's KTI. Okay, yeah, so I'm just waiting for the 175,000 KTI. We might get there in this episode. I know I can break this down, but I need a specific machine to do so. So I'm probably going to start building some more drills, just so I can unlock... Oh shoot, I just unlocked it. Awesome. I need more pressure, 1.2, which means I need more drills to release that pressure. So I'm going to make this screen, build a couple more tier 1 drills. When I unlock the tier 2, I will continue to show you. Okay, so I've built my little screen. You can see now I'm at 7.2% towards the blue sky. I just unlocked my tier 2 drills, actually that split second after I built a few more of these. So I have 6 of these now. They take up how much per? 0.5 energy a second, but I gotta take away 5 now. But I'm multiplying my my pressure by a lot. So if I scrap 6 of these and build 3 of these, it'll take 15. Yeah, I should be able to do that. So I'll go scrap, scrap, scrap. And that way I can go ahead. I'm probably going to move these over here. My apologies. 1, 2, and 3. Check my energy. I still have 4.7 kilowatts, so I might need more solar panels soon. But the pressure should start growing a lot faster, which will give me my living compartment glass for the roof or ceiling. I'm debating on adding some compartment windows. That's a nuclear reactor. I can't get that yet. My tier 3 oxygen tank I can get, so instead of my 200 I'll have more. I need titanium, silicone, magnesium, aluminum, the basics. So I need magnesium, I do believe, unless I'm mistaking myself. I need titanium and silicone. Silicone. Yeah, so I just went on a little journey looking for the silicone. I don't know why it's not spawning as frequent. Maybe it's just because it's the place I'm in, or I could be wrong. But there should be silicone here somewhere. Now that where is not up to me. Oh, there's one. Perfect. Now I can go back and I can make my upgraded oxygen tank. I don't remember what it brings me to. I know right now I'm at 200. So it would be nice if it puts me up to like 300. That would be awesome. That'd give me so much exploration I could do. So let's see here. 280. Dang. That's a lot of oxygen for 2, dude. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna do another 4 solar panels so I can have the energy available if I want it. And then I want to make another heater, but I need one more iridium, so I'll probably wait for a storm and see if I can find one there. Another veggie tube would be nice because I still have another flower here at 200, which I would like to use. Don't worry, this is not organized, but it will be in the future once I get a sensible area to do the storage area. Oh, look. Yeah, so I'll have to make another veggie tube, which I need iron to ice, magnesium, silicone, magnesium, okay, silicone and 2 ice. That's not hard to get. That's ice right here. So I need 1 silicone and 1 piece of ice. That is ice. I need silicone. I don't know why, but this is the only material I struggle to get. Oh, it's only a beacon. It marks my base for me. I know this map a little bit. Oh, tier 2 solar panels. I might have to hop on to making a few of those depending on what they require. But right now I want to make my veggie tube. Just tuck it right in there. I'll grab my good seed. Pop him in there. Tier 2s aren't that bad. I gotta use a little bit of aluminum. I just gotta add 1 magnesium and 1 aluminum per. So if I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, I need some more magnesium. So I might head over. I'm gonna head to the aluminum fields, I think. See if I can find any over there. I only need 1 piece of aluminum, but I'll probably grab a few. So now this is the aluminum fields, which is a pretty cool spot. I mean, you eventually you set up drills and stuff, and it collects more aluminum than any other way of accessing it, but it constantly regenerates here. It's like there's aluminum right here. Aluminum, you go through a lot of aluminum just by, oh, awesome, aluminum, a chip, another aluminum. Eat that. But you go through a lot of aluminum. Oh, shoot, a ship. You go through a lot of aluminum and super alloys. You can craft those. Ooh, food grower. Okay, I'll make one of those eventually. just gonna head back with what I have here now, because my oxygen is getting low again. And we are back home, and it's time to upgrade some solar panels. So I need 2, 4, 6, 2. No, I don't need cobalt because that's already integrated into the other ones. But I do have another chip. Ooh, the corner for the living compartment. Yeah, I know, it powered down. I'm just going to replace these facing this way, because that's the side they want to be on. Okay, so if I face this way, they want to flip that way. Let's place a couple more of these. Yeah, they give a lot more energy. Oh, I need 1 magnesium. How'd I miss that 1 magnesium? I just must not have grabbed it. Okay. That's all you can do there. That's fine. I'll just grab this piece here and craft another one. We're making half decent progress here. We're almost at 25 KTI for my terraformation. Tier 2. And there we go. That's my 4 tier 2 solar panels up. That's why I like to keep the stairs there. It's just easy access for me to get to the roof. There are obviously easier ways, but I mean, I just don't want to do that right now. Alright, let's see what I've unlocked here. So that's the beacon. The food grower. I'd like to craft that. And I've unlocked... the bed isn't really useful. Nobody really... I don't make the bed at least, because it's just... I don't know. Something... It's just decoration, I do believe. Yeah, it's just furniture. I don't think you can actually do anything with it. Now, I'm going to make the food grower. Aluminum, iron, and a water bottle. Iron, aluminum, and a water bottle. Now I can make my food grower. I know what I'm going to do here. Apologies. Okay. Yeah, let's grow some squash seeds. Throw some of these in here. That is a storm. And if I want to make a living compartment, it's iron and cobalt. Iron, cobalt. I'm going to put that this way. So it just kind of blocks that off. So like I have my own little office here. And that way it kind of makes sense to put this here. Honestly, I'm going to double pane that window. Just so it's more aesthetically pleasing. And I might put up a door right here. Or no, because then it's going to be activating every time I try to walk around. Right now, I'm just going to start looking at these asteroids, see how much iridium I can get. See some. I want to make some more. Dude, I can't speak right now. My apologies. I want to make some more heaters. So let's see how much I can find. Unfortunately, I did not find any iridium. I'm guessing like these just don't drop it often, or I have to reach a certain point or whatever. But I think I got a pretty good start here. I unlocked a few things like the communication antenna, the screen for the transmissions, so I can pick up random messages and coordinates and everything else. But right now, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. But thank you guys very much. Please like and subscribe. I'm new to this, and I'm just trying to see if I can do anything with this YouTube stuff, right? Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.